It's been a wee while since I did a vlog. Apologies for that, but here's why. Excuse the... When you work for yourself, you have got to figure out what your schedule is, figure out what work you've got to do, figure out when it's got to be done, figure out how it's got to be done, and get it done, and then monitor whether you have got it done. Now, have you ever tried to do that? Because usually when you go to work, someone tells you what to do, you do it, you leave. It makes it 10 times simpler. Trust me, it's hard work when you have to do it yourself. So my time management has been rubbish, but I am now on a wee mission to improve that. So here's what I'm doing so far. The diary. Now, the diary is a passion planner, and it is filled in quite some detail. There is colours for each of the types of work that I'm doing. Pink, this is outside of work hours. Blue is what I've actually done, and here's my 2 to-do lists. Over here we have a positives box. Google that, because they're absolutely fabulous, and I've been running with it for 6 months now, and it really has helped me. So I'm on the start of next week so far, so I haven't coloured it in or anything, but here's next week, and these are all my appointments that I've got to do. I have to fill the gaps in with what needs to go in between. Here's my to-do list, my personal to-do list, and then that's it. And I've been running it like this for a wee while, so if you look, there is a bit of a theme going on here. Pink is outside of work hours, yellow is lunch breaks, blue is something else, and then every now and again you get one of these. I haven't filled this in again, but I did fill them in at the start, which is over there. They're actually really good. So diarising time is a current topic of mine, and that's what I'm trying to work on. I've also been trying to work on getting all the swims back in and getting the knee back strong again. I have had prolotherapy injections 3 times now in this knee, whilst I'm waiting for the District Health Board to decide whether I am or not, I'm not crippled enough for them to consider surgery. So meanwhile, I've got to try and manage it best I can, and that's quite hard work when you're personal trainer and have such a physical job. Positives though so far, I've got the walking back up to 20 minutes, and I wasn't walking for more than 5 to start with. Back at swimming at least 2 times a week and averaging at least 2 to 3 Ks on one of those. And I have done the odd 45-minute walk, but my foot and my knee didn't like it, so I'm going to have to build back up to that slowly, I say. And then once the weather gets better, because it's actually not too flash at the moment, in the springtime, I'm going to go back out on the road cycling. It's nice and flat around here, which is a blessing for me, actually, although I didn't think so when I first moved here. In Northern Hemisphere terms, we are still in February, so although we do have some really good days, which are really warm, the nights, they're not really cold, and the southerlies are blowing back in at the moment, so that means it's quite cool at the moment, but hopefully things will start improving end of August, beginning of September, and then at the end of September our clocks change, and then hopefully we'll get some light in the day. Garden's been a bit neglected because it's been so bleak. Whoopsie. I'll show you. Looking like a bit of a wilderness. However, my mission is to get back onto my social media and do that because when I sit down, when I finish work, actually I'm usually like, what shall I do now? Because I can't do so much of the exercise I used to do. So social media is my next project. So watch this space.